Vegetables are considered superfoods for people with chronic kidney disease because of their unique antioxidants and nutrient profile. But can you eat these vegetables without worrying about your potassium levels? Not always. The real answer lies in what vegetables you eat and how much you eat them. Some of these vegetables contain high levels of harmful substances that can harm your kidneys and even stop the healing process. So, in today's video, we will take a closer look at the vegetables that could stop your kidney's natural healing process. We'll also share kidney-friendly alternatives, cooking tips to lower potassium, and suggestions to heal your kidneys fast. So, let's dive in. Let's start with the #1 vegetable on our list: spinach. Spinach is packed with nutrients, but if you have chronic kidney disease, you might need to be careful. It's high in potassium and oxalates, which can be harmful to weakened kidneys. If you're on a low potassium diet, knowing how to eat spinach the right way is important. Here's an interesting fact: raw spinach is lower in potassium than cooked spinach. Cooking causes the leaves to shrink, meaning you eat more in one serving. For example, half-cup cooked spinach contains around 419 milligrams of potassium, while half-cup raw spinach has only around 83 milligrams. That's a big difference. What's more important is spinach contains an astonishing 1,634 to 2,285 milligrams of oxalates per 100 grams. This can significantly increase the risk of kidney stones and kidney damage. So, if you are prone to kidney stones, avoiding spinach is the best option. You can replace it with other low potassium and low oxalate veggies like lettuce or arugula. #2. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are a staple in many dishes, but if you eat a lot of tomatoes, your kidneys might not heal. Why? Because they are naturally high in potassium, which can be a concern for people with chronic kidney disease. A medium tomato contains around 292 milligrams of potassium, while 1 cup of tomato sauce can pack a massive 910 milligrams. Tomato-based products like ketchup, puree, and juice are even more concentrated. So, this makes portion control more important, right? So how much tomato can you eat with chronic kidney disease? For most people with CKD, 1 medium tomato of about 80 grams per day is generally safe. If using canned tomatoes, a quarter of 400 grams can provide about the same potassium as a fresh tomato. However, if your potassium levels are high, you may need to limit tomatoes to 1 to 3 times per week. Always check with your kidney dietitian for personalized advice. If you love the flavor of tomatoes but need a lower potassium option, try roasted red pepper sauce as an alternative. It provides a similar taste with significantly less potassium. Always remember, the key to including tomatoes in a kidney-friendly diet is portion size, frequency, and preparation method. #3. Potatoes and sweet potatoes. If you're trying to heal your kidneys, potatoes and sweet potatoes can be dangerous for your kidneys for 2 main reasons. The first reason is their high potassium content. A medium-sized baked potato, 156 grams, contains around 610 milligrams of potassium, while a baked sweet potato, 114 grams, has about 542 milligrams. For individuals with chronic kidney disease, CKD, these potassium levels can be difficult for damaged kidneys to filter out efficiently, potentially leading to dangerous imbalances in the body. Secondly, both sweet potatoes and regular potatoes are high in oxalates, which can contribute to the formation of kidney stones, especially calcium oxalate stones. Sweet potatoes are particularly high in oxalates, with a 4-ounce serving containing 141 milligrams of oxalates. Regular potatoes are also considered high in oxalates, with a medium Idaho baked potato containing 64 milligrams. While cooking these vegetables can help reduce some of the oxalate content, it's not as effective as it is for potassium. Boiling potatoes and sweet potatoes can reduce the oxalate content slightly, but not enough to make them low oxalate foods. Therefore, if you have CKD and need to limit oxalates, it's best to approach these foods with caution. So, the best way to enjoy them safely is by reducing their potassium content through soaking and boiling. Cutting them into small pieces, Soaking them in water for about 10 minutes, and then boiling them can help lower the potassium by about half. Most importantly, make sure to consult with your kidney dietitian to find out how much potatoes and sweet potatoes you can safely enjoy. Number 4. Beets. Beets are known for their numerous health benefits, especially for heart health. But if you're managing kidney disease or are prone to kidney stones, this vegetable might not be the best choice for your diet. Beet greens, for instance, are packed with potassium at around 762 milligrams per 100 grams, which can be too much for people with chronic kidney disease (CKD). Plus, they contain between 300 to 450 milligrams of oxalates, which can contribute to kidney stone formation. As for beetroots, although the potassium content is lower than beet greens, at around 325 milligrams per 100 grams, it's still considered high in potassium. This amount can pose risks for people with CKD, as excess potassium can strain kidney function. Beetroots also have oxalates, ranging from 121 to 450 milligrams, which adds another layer of concern for those with kidney stones. Also, cooking does slightly reduce the oxalate content in both beetroot and beet greens, but it doesn't lower the potassium enough to make them kidney-friendly. So, if you have CKD or are at risk for kidney stones, it's best to limit your consumption of beetroot and beet greens. Number 5. Swiss chard. Swiss chard is extremely high in potassium and oxalates, both of which can be harmful to those with kidney disease or a history of kidney stones. Just half cup of cooked Swiss chard contains around 485 milligrams of potassium, making it a high potassium food. Excess potassium can cause dangerous heart problems, including irregular heartbeat and muscle weakness. Swiss chard is also loaded with high levels of oxalates, which can contribute to kidney stone formation. If your kidneys are already damaged, they may struggle to remove these compounds, increasing the risk of further complications. Cooking can slightly reduce potassium and oxalate levels, but not enough to make it safe for those with kidney disease. So, what's the solution? Instead of Swiss chard, opt for low potassium, low oxalate greens that can provide nutrients without overloading the kidneys. So, what are these alternative kidney-friendly options? Keep watching to find out. Number 6. Rhubarb. Rhubarb is a vegetable often used in desserts, but it's not safe for those trying to heal their kidneys. It is extremely high in oxalates, with levels ranging from 275 to 1,336 milligrams per 100 grams. This makes it one of the highest oxalate foods, significantly increasing the risk of kidney stones. Rhubarb also contains 288 milligrams of potassium per 100 grams. This may not be too much potassium, but if you take it with other medium or low potassium foods, it can increase your potassium levels. Foods that contain more than 200 milligrams of potassium are usually considered high potassium foods. The best alternative? Choose low oxalate, low potassium fruits and vegetables. If you have CKD or a history of kidney stones, avoiding rhubarb is the safest choice. Number 7. Broccoli. Broccoli is often praised for its health benefits, but does it help heal the damaged kidneys? 1 cup of chopped raw broccoli contains around 288 milligrams of potassium, which is considered a moderate amount. While it's not as high as other vegetables like potatoes or beet greens, those with chronic kidney disease still need to watch their intake. But the good news is, unlike high oxalate greens like spinach or Swiss chard, broccoli is low in oxalates, making it a better choice for those prone to kidney stones. Moreover, cooking broccoli reduces its potassium content slightly, so steaming or boiling it can make it safer for a low potassium diet. The key is portion control. Small servings a few times a week may be acceptable, but it's best to consult a doctor or dietitian. For a kidney-friendly alternative, consider cauliflower, which is lower in potassium and offers similar nutritional benefits. Number 8. Okra. Okra is a nutritious vegetable, but is it safe for those with chronic kidney disease? A 100-gram serving of okra contains 303 milligrams of potassium, which is a moderate amount. While it's lower than high-potassium vegetables like potatoes or beet greens, it can still contribute to high potassium levels if consumed in large quantities. Okra is also high in oxalates, which can increase the risk of kidney stones, especially for those prone to calcium oxalate stones. If you have a history of kidney stones, it may be best to limit or avoid okra altogether. Cooking okra does not significantly reduce its oxalate or potassium content, so portion control is essential. For a kidney-friendly alternative, try zucchini or green beans, which are lower in potassium and oxalates. If you enjoy okra, consume it in small amounts and balance it with low-potassium foods. Number 9. Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are a nutrient-packed vegetable, rich in fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. They can support heart health and digestion, making them a great addition to many diets. But if you're managing chronic kidney disease or trying to heal your kidneys, you might need to be cautious. A half cup of cooked Brussels sprouts contains around 247 milligrams of potassium. Plus, the oxalate content is another important factor to consider. Research shows that Brussels sprouts contain 50 to 95 milligrams of oxalates per 100 grams, which is much lower than spinach or Swiss chard. This means they are less likely to contribute to kidney stones compared to those high oxalate greens. So, should you avoid Brussels sprouts completely? Not necessarily. If your potassium levels are stable, you may still enjoy them in moderation. However, if you're prone to high potassium levels or kidney stones, it's best to consult your doctor or dietitian for guidance. Cooking methods like boiling can help reduce potassium content, making them a safer option for kidney health. Number 10. Kale. Kale is packed with nutrients, but is it safe for your kidneys? This leafy green contains 485 milligrams of potassium per serving. While these numbers aren't as high as some other greens, they can still add up. But what about oxalates? Unlike spinach, which is loaded with oxalates, kale is much lower, containing only 17 milligrams per 100 grams. Does this make it a better choice? While spinach contains an astonishing 1,634 to 2,285 milligrams of oxalates per 100 grams, which can significantly increase the risk of kidney stones, kale, on the other hand, has very little. If you're watching your oxalate intake, kale is the better option. But both kale and spinach are still high in potassium and phosphorus, which may not be ideal for people with kidney disease. So, what's a better alternative? Arugula. It's low in oxalates, potassium, and phosphorus, while still providing important nutrients. If you're looking for a kidney-friendly leafy green, arugula might be your best bet. Number 11. Avocado. Avocados are often thought of as vegetables because of their creamy texture and savory flavor. They are commonly used in salads, sandwiches, and spreads, much like other vegetables. However, botanically, avocados are a fruit since they contain a seed and grow on trees. But when it comes to cooking, they behave more like vegetables, making them a staple in many diets. But if you have kidney disease, should you be eating avocados? The answer depends on your potassium levels. Avocados are high in potassium, with an average-sized one containing 690 milligrams. This can be risky for people with kidney disease, as excess potassium can build up in the blood and cause serious health issues. If you love avocados, you might be able to enjoy a small portion, like 1/4 of an avocado, but only if your potassium levels allow it. Not only that, you also need to limit guacamole, a common avocado-based dip, on a renal diet. While avocados are nutritious, they may not be the best choice for those trying to manage their potassium intake. Always consider your individual dietary needs and consult with your healthcare provider before making changes. Number 12. Beans. Beans are an excellent source of plant-based protein and fiber, making them a popular choice in many healthy diets. But here's the catch. If you have chronic kidney disease, CKD, beans might not be your best friend, especially when consumed in large quantities. Why? Potassium and phosphorus. These two minerals are found in significant amounts in beans, And while they're great for healthy individuals, they can cause problems for your kidneys if levels build up in your bloodstream. For example, just 1 cup of cooked pinto beans packs 746 milligrams of potassium and 251 milligrams of phosphorus. Navy beans are another high-potassium option, with 708 milligrams of potassium and 264 milligrams of phosphorus per cup. So, what can you eat instead? A couple of lower potassium choices include green peas, with only 88 milligrams of potassium per half cup, or garbanzo beans, chickpeas, with 173 milligrams of potassium per half cup. So, adding a half cup of green peas or garbanzo beans is a good start for those needing to keep potassium levels low. But make sure to check with your healthcare provider before making changes to your diet. We've talked about vegetables that can harm your kidneys and slow down healing, but what about the ones that do the opposite? It's just as important to know which vegetables support kidney health and help heal your kidneys. So, let's go through these kidney-friendly veggies. Number 1. Bell peppers. Healing damaged kidneys starts with the right foods, and red bell peppers are one of the best choices. They are low in potassium, 88 milligrams per half cup, making them kidney-friendly while still being rich in vitamins C, A, and B6. These nutrients help reduce inflammation and support immune function. Red bell peppers also contain lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that protects against cell damage and may lower the risk of certain cancers. With only around 10 milligrams of phosphorus and 1 milligram of sodium, they are safe for kidney health. Enjoy them raw, roasted, or in dishes, but keep portions to 1 to 2 servings per day for the best results. Number 2. Cabbage. Supporting kidney health starts with nutrient-rich, low-potassium foods, and green cabbage is a great choice. This cruciferous vegetable is packed with phytochemicals that help fight free radicals, reducing damage to kidney cells. It's also high in vitamin K, vitamin C, fiber, B6, and folic acid, which support overall health. With only 60 milligrams of potassium, 6 milligrams of sodium, and 9 milligrams of phosphorus per half cup, cabbage is safe for those with kidney disease. Plus, it's budget-friendly and easy to add to meals. Enjoy it raw in salads, lightly sautéed, or added to soups for a healthy, kidney-friendly boost. Number 3. Onions. Onions do more than add flavor. They play a role in protecting your kidneys. As a low-potassium vegetable with only 116 milligrams per half cup, onions are a great addition to a kidney-friendly diet. They are also packed with quercetin, a powerful antioxidant that may help reduce inflammation and lower the risk of heart disease. Onions also provide chromium, which helps regulate carbohydrate, fat, and protein metabolism. Use white, red, or brown onions in salads, sandwiches, or as a caramelized topping. Their bold flavor makes them a great salt substitute, helping you manage kidney health effectively. Number 4. Cauliflower. Cauliflower is a powerhouse for kidney health, offering nutrients without excess potassium. With just 88 milligrams of potassium per half cup, it's a great choice for those managing kidney disease. This cruciferous vegetable is rich in vitamin C, fiber, and folate, supporting overall health. It also contains indoles, glucosinolates, and thiocyanates, compounds that help the liver neutralize toxins that could damage cells. Enjoy it raw, steamed, or boiled with herbs and spices like turmeric and curry for added flavor without extra sodium. Number 5. Lettuce. Lettuce is one of the best kidney-friendly vegetables, offering hydration and nutrients without overloading potassium. With just 70 milligrams of potassium per cup, it's a great choice for people with kidney disease. Lettuce is also low in sodium and phosphorus, making it a safe addition to meals. Plus, it provides fiber, vitamin A, and vitamin K, supporting digestion and overall health. Enjoy lettuce in salads, wraps, or sandwiches for a refreshing crunch. For extra flavor, pair it with kidney-friendly vegetables like cucumbers, bell peppers, and onions. Opt for darker lettuce varieties like romaine for more nutrients, while still keeping potassium levels in check. Now, let's go through some cooking methods to lower potassium levels in your vegetables. Number 1. Leaching, soaking in water. This method helps draw out some of the potassium before cooking. It's especially useful for potatoes and sweet potatoes. Cut them into thin slices or small cubes and soak them in warm water for at least 2 hours. Change the water once or twice for better results. Number 2. Boiling. It is the most effective method for reducing potassium in high-potassium vegetables like spinach, potatoes, and beets. Boiling in a large pot of water for at least 10 minutes allows potassium to leach out into the water. The longer the boiling time, the more potassium is removed. Always drain and discard the cooking water. Number 3. Double cooking method. For very high potassium foods like potatoes and winter squash, this method works best. First, boil them in water for 10 minutes. Then, drain. Refill the pot with fresh water, and boil again. This process removes even more potassium. Number 4. Steaming and microwaving. These methods preserve vitamins and minerals, but do not significantly lower potassium levels. They work well for lower potassium vegetables like cabbage, onions, and cauliflower, where nutrient retention is the priority. Number 5. Peeling and chopping. Potassium is concentrated in the skin of root vegetables like potatoes, beets, and carrots. Peeling them before cooking and cutting them into small pieces increases the surface area, making it easier for potassium to leach out when boiling. Among all methods, boiling and double cooking are the most effective for reducing potassium. However, even after cooking, portion control is crucial. Always consult a dietitian to determine the best approach for your specific kidney health needs. Important tips for healing kidneys. You cannot heal your kidneys if you ignore these essential tips. What you eat and how you care for your body directly affect your kidney health. Follow these guidelines to support and protect your kidneys. Number 1. Watch your portion sizes. Even kidney-friendly vegetables can become harmful if you eat them in excess. Stick to recommended serving sizes to avoid overloading your kidneys. Number 2. Boil high-potassium vegetables before eating. Boiling removes some potassium, making them safer to eat. Drain and rinse them well before adding them to meals. Number 3. Avoid canned vegetables with added salt. Excess sodium can worsen kidney damage and raise blood pressure. Choose fresh or frozen vegetables and check labels for low-sodium options. Number 4. Balance your plate. Pair high-potassium vegetables with low-potassium ones to maintain a safe intake. Mixing different types ensures you get the right nutrients without excess potassium. Number 5. Drink enough water. Staying hydrated helps flush out toxins and keeps your kidneys functioning properly. However, don't overdo it if you have fluid restrictions. Number 6. Eat a well-balanced diet. Too much sodium, phosphorus, or potassium can put extra stress on your kidneys. Stick to whole foods and avoid processed junk. Number 7. Skip processed foods. Packaged and fast foods are full of additives, unhealthy fats, and hidden phosphorus. Try cooking at home to avoid consuming too much phosphorus. Number 8. Follow your doctor's advice. Kidney disease affects everyone differently, so get regular blood tests. Thanks for watching. But that's not all. Check out these videos too.